Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some fun, happy paper crafting. Stay tuned. As most of you probably know, I'm always looking for different ways to paper craft, and I'm always looking for ways to take something and use it in a different way. And that is what we're going to be doing today. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. And thank you so much to everyone who has recently joined my Patreon. If you're interested in joining, the link is in the description box. I did a very quick teaser about these pillow boxes, and that's what we're going to be using today. These were made in 2015, and I found them at Tuesday morning. So we're going to take them and use them, not as pillow boxes, but for something equally as cute. So I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So I have removed one of the pillow boxes from the box, and I have taken a pen and outlined the flow of the pillow box. So normally you'll see pillow boxes with this circular part here at the top, as well as the same type circle at the bottom. This one only had it at the top. So what happens with the pillow box is you're able to open it like this, and then you just work it on that crease, and then you do the same thing on the other side, and you end up with a box that sort of resembles a bed pillow. But like I said, on this one we have the closed bottom versus having those two notches, top and bottom. So let me show you what we're going to be making. I have mine in an acetate box because I am actually going to give this to someone. But it's just a sweet little way of using a whole bunch of ephemera and tags to make a little card for someone. So it's Make a Card Monday, but we're going to make a card in a very different way. So there are actually 3 pockets to this project, and in each pocket I have tucked some goodies. So I'm able to make a nice little card, unique card, using that pillow box shape. Now I'm going to show you how, if you don't have that pillow box, you're still going to be able to make something that is equally as beautiful. And you'll see that you really don't need a pillow box to be able to make this. So I'm just going to tuck all of these little pieces back inside. I added one of my little tassels, and you can see how cute that is. Now I'm presenting mine in an acetate box. We're going to make a box for this, but I'm going to make just a regular box because it's hard to see and demonstrate acetate on camera. So here's what I've chosen. I've chosen these nice Creative Devotion pieces of ephemera and this beautiful pink plaid. So here's what I'm going to do with my pillow box. I'm simply going to trim off the bottom, and I'm just showing this part for anyone who might have a pillow box. And I'm going to trim this down to 8 inches. So now I have a pillow box that is 3 1/8 by 8 inches, and we're going to leave it the way that it is. So we'll keep it open on the bottom and open on the top so you can see straight through this. So at the same time, let's go ahead and just cut a piece that measures 8 by 6 1/2. So this is how we're going to make our own faux pillow box. So we're going to take this piece that measures 8 by 6 1/2, and we're going to score at 3 1/8 and at 6 1/4. And that's all we need to do. And then we just fold like this. So this is our working piece. Now if you want to work with the pillow box, all you need to do is cut a piece that is 3 inches. And you can take that piece and you can tape it here, trim away that excess, and tape a piece to the back. That is how you can cover the pillow box if you want. we're going to go ahead and build our pillow box from scratch. So I am just going to take some glue, and we're going to place our glue on the adhesive flap. Then I'll just fold this over. And we just need to get it stuck. So now, just as with the original pillow box, we have an opening. So now I'm going to take my faux pillow box and I'm going to put it in on the 8-inch side, and I am just going to score at 3. Flip it over and score at 3, and I'm really going to work that score in. So now I'm just going to take it and very gently fold it. Because your paper might experience just a little bit of splitting, I am just going to go ahead and take my big old spatula and burnish along the bottom to straighten that out. And now you're going to have a piece that looks like this. In order to make it 3 pockets, we're going to take our glue, open this, and let's place some glue here and here. So we're doing this where we made that 3-inch score, and now we're just going to fold up, and let's let this dry. If you want, you can just take your scissors or your corner rounder and just round the top, just to add a little bit more cuteness to your fake pillow box. And then what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be using some of the pieces of ephemera from this ephemera pack. And again, this is a pack from Creative Devotions. And I am just going to take them all out because I really don't know what it is I want to use. So I'm just going to take them out. For those of you who don't know, Creative Devotions is religious themed. So if you're looking for some beautiful Easter or religious themed ephemera and whatnot, Creative Devotions, and the SKU on this is 718-813-438278, and it's made by American Crafts, called Creative Devotion. So now that I have all of my pieces out, it really is just a matter of placing pieces down until I get the look that I want. I have already decided that I think these two are going to be the tags that I put in the top with my tassel hanging out. I want that message on the inside. I like this message and it adds some contrasting color. So I am going to put that in one of the pockets. Haven't decided which one I'm going to leave it in just yet. Then here on the front, I know that I want to put a flower, but I'm not sure which one. I think I'm going to go with that big one. And I might just put Grace across the front like that. Not sure yet. Here at the top, I think I'm going to put that flower right there. So y'all, right now I'm just playing around with how I want this to look. Then I'll go back and decide, is it really the way that I want it? And I think that I might like the amen just a little bit better. So I'm probably going to go with that. I know that I want to put my little birds in somewhere. So it's just a matter of building this up to include what it is that you like. So I know that I do like the amen. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue that into place. And I like to bring it up a little bit so that it's not so centered down here. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of glue. You can use pop dots on this too if you want, and pop it up just a little bit. But there's my amen. And that is how I want the front to look. So now I'm going to take these pieces out. I'm going to take this little flower here. And add it to the top. So then I'm going to take this piece and add just a little flower to the top like that. So working with this pre-made ephemera really does help to make putting something like this together. I know I have a lot out here on my desk, but I just kind of wanted to show you how I plan these things when I'm doing them. So I'll take this piece and we'll put it right back there. Then I'm going to take this piece and put it in the same pocket with that piece. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to tuck that one back there so you can see that I have hope showing. So then I'll take this tag and we're going to place it in this pocket, and I'm going to place it right there. So basically what I'm doing, y'all, is I'm actually sending a message through ephemera. And if you're sending this to someone who happens to be a crafter, then they're going to enjoy having all of this extra ephemera that you have sent to them. I have wanted to use this bird, so I'm going to take the bird. We're going to put that bird right there. And I can just keep adding and adding and adding if I want. And I do think that I'm going to put the word grace in here because this is a lot of great ephemera for someone who might be a crafter. And I think that the tag that I'm going to include is actually going to be 3 pieces. So I am just going to take these, bring in my crocodile, and punch a hole. I have this tag that says trust in him at all times, and that is from Psalm 62. And then pour out your heart to him, for God is our refuge, Psalm 62:8. And then I have this little piece here where you can write your own message. And then I'm just going to add a little contrasting tassel. This one is green. I think it's going to work beautifully with this. I think that's very pretty. Now in the top, I'll just take this and let it fall down, and I can let my tassel hang over. All right, y'all, so now that we have this little cutie, wouldn't you like to have a box to give it in? If you're planning on giving this to someone, a cute little box will really finish it off. So I have a piece that measures 10.5 by 9. On the 10.5 inch side, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, at 5, at 5 3/4, and at 10. Then we're going to rotate it to the 9 inch side. We score at 3/4 of an inch and at 1.5. Then we're going to rotate it to the opposite 9 inch side and do the same thing. So score at 3/4 of an inch and at 1.5. Then we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And I am using a very light medium weight paper. I would suggest that you use a medium weight or a heavyweight paper when you're making this box. And I am going to make this paper work because I like it. All right, so once you have all of those scores folded and burnished, you're going to notice that you have these 2 ends. This end is not as wide as this end. So we're going to go ahead on the narrow strip and remove the 2 corner pieces from the top and the bottom. So we'll take those 2 out and these 2 out. And your piece is going to look like this. Now we're going to go to these tabs here, go up to your second score mark, and drag straight down. All the way across. Then we're just going to reduce these in size, like that. And we do the same thing on this end. So go to that second score mark, drag straight down. Same thing here. Same thing here. Fold up and reduce. So the narrow flap will be your adhesive flap. I'm going to come to the side opposite that narrow flap. And I am just going to angle in just a little bit here on this piece and this piece, because I'm going to take some glue and we're going to glue this piece down. And then we'll go to the bottom, angle, and angle, because we want to fold it in so that it's not hitting the score marks. Let's add some glue, fold up, and get that stuck. If you don't want to deal with folding them over, you can remove the pieces altogether. I just like to fold mine over because I think it gives the box a more finished look. So now I'm just going to take my finger blade, and on each one of my little tabs here, I'm just going to angle a little bit because that's going to make it easier for my box to fold. So you can see that slight angle that I did. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and round my corners of the flaps I'll be folding in. Just the top edge. Just makes it a little bit easier. And if you have a corner rounder, you can certainly use that to round these corners. But guys, if you don't have a corner rounder, you can get rounded corners without having a corner rounder, as you just saw. So we're going to take our adhesive flap. Let's fold it in like that. I'm going to add some glue. Now I can take this and just match it edge to edge like that. Use my big old spatula to go in and get that nice and stuck. And now I should be able to take these pieces, fold them in, top and bottom. And now, y'all, I have a sweet little flat fold box. So if you wanted to make a bunch of these boxes and just have them ready whenever you need them, just open them like this and store them flat. Super easy to do. I am going to go ahead, close this box, take my sweet little pillow box card. I'd probably wrap it in some tissue, put it in the box, tuck that in, and now we're able to close it and present it just like that. And then if you want, you can take some more of your little pieces and dress up your box, and that's exactly what I think I'm going to do. Just take a few pieces, put them down like that, and then I'll just add some flowers from that same ephemera set. Nothing fancy, but I think it's cute. And I think it definitely keeps in line with the theme that I'm going for. So there, if you don't have these pillow boxes to cover with your favorite paper, the process that I just showed you will give you the same size as the pillow boxes that I bought. But now you're able to just start with your favorite paper and cut it down to the size of the pillow box. Or you can take a pre-made pillow box and then just cut out some paper to lay down on the outside to give it a beautiful cover. Then go ahead and turn it into a very beautiful way to send a message to someone. And in that message, y'all, you have included a whole bunch of craftables because you're giving them a pocket card full of ephemera. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's awesome Make a Card Monday. A different kind of card, but a card nonetheless. If you have, please hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join my online crafting family. And I would also be honored if you would join my Patreon. As always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.